Hello, welcome to the Red Ben TV. It's your daily news show. Normally we cover 2 or 3 stories, some transfer stuff or whatever, but no, we're going to dedicate this show in its entirety to one man, and that man's name is Kolo Touré. Apparently he's going to be released by Liverpool Football Club. The news is just broken, and we asked you for your thoughts on Twitter. I'm going to read through some of them in a moment, but my thoughts there first, well done Paul, because it's my show and I can mispronounce things and talk about whatever I want, whenever I want, to my heart's content. I'm really gutted, to be perfectly honest. He excelled last season. I don't think anyone can take that away from him. We discussed him at length, actually. We've done a show, the board's actually now been taken down because Tom's been extra efficient this morning. We've done a show building the perfect Liverpool centre-back. It's a subscriber exclusive. We're talking about attributes that Liverpool defenders needed and looking through Liverpool defenders past and present to try and pick those attributes from. And Kolo Touré came up a lot in those discussions, just in terms of things like his leadership, his tackling, his positioning, work rate, determination. He's been, I don't want to over-egg it, look, because when you look at the centre-backs that play for Liverpool over the years, you've got your Carragher's and your Hippies and your Hansons and your Lawrensons, etc., etc. I don't think he's there. But in terms of guy came in on a free transfer, supposedly past his best. And there were times when I think we all looked at him and went, yeah, God, he's miles past his best. But last season, and I hope he's remembered, and I think he will be fondly remembered for what he contributed to the team last season. Guy made, I think it's 30 appearances in total across all competitions, including sub appearances as well. 12 starts in the Europa League, only 9 Premier League starts, but then more coming off the bench as well. For a guy who's now 35 years old, and again, looked like when we started the season, we were like, yeah, great, keep him, but no, who cares, essentially. And some of the performances he put in there in big games when you'd expect him not to have it left in the tank, he looked like a young man, and we said, whereas like Jamie Carragher got to his last game and he looked like he was done and he looked happy to be done. Kolo Touré has had a spring in his step for the last couple of months of the season and actually looked like you could have got another season out of him. Now, again, your thoughts in the comments below, whether you would have kept him for another year, whether you've kept him on for what he brings to the team and the squad off the pitch. Are we going to lack that? I'm less concerned about that because ultimately we've got Jurgen Klopp as the manager. When we had managers in the past, I think you need more and more of those guys, but when you've got someone who's that motivational in general in charge, I don't think it's as much of an issue. But let's get to some of your Twitter comments anyway. Reece Hastings, 27, will never forget that game at Madrid. Yeah, I mean, with all the jokes afterwards, look, we didn't even win that game, and yet all the jokes was of Cristiano Ronaldo being smuggled through customs is still in Kolo Touré's back pocket. He was great in that game, absolutely fantastic. LFC_Dreamer, he's 35 and a decent season when called upon, but Klopp has strengthened that position, brackets I hope. Right time to release him. I hope so. I think what we're looking at, and we've said this a couple of times, that I think if Liverpool had Europa League football next season, or Champions League football even, maybe less so Champions League football, if we had Europa League, and you had another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, 10 games potentially extra to play, then having someone like that around's fine. But when you gotta have limited playing opportunities, I think most of us would rather see Joe Gomez be our 4th choice than Kolo Touré. And if he's not prepared to stick around to be 5th choice, if he's on a decent wedge of money, then it's kind of understandable. Dyer Thomas, our best player in the Europa League final. Yep, I'd love to see him stay, and I don't know why we'd want to release him. My only thinking is, as just mentioned there, but yeah, I think he absolutely was. Dead right, he was our best player in the Europa League final. Times when it looked like he was going to get roasted, and he was just in the right place at the right time, sorting us out. When you consider like the losing Sakho at such a pivotal part of the season, and a year earlier, we'd have been like, oh my God, it's Kolo Touré. But, he got himself to that position where we weren't only like not bothered that he was coming in, that we were like, yeah, no, great, really good to see more Kolo Touré, and that's a testament to the man himself. Karim Iftikhar at K_Ifti, one of the few leaders left in the squad. A sad day. Yeah, again, I think I agree with that. I'd be interested to see if anyone else, because if you to lose a Lucas Leiva as well, and even a James Milner, we are desperately short of leaders, and you're hoping maybe that if Henderson's back to fitness and 1 or 2 of the guys would bring some of that with them as well. Awali Omar, massive experience leaving us. If he wasn't demanding more playtime, why lose his presence in the locker room? Saddened. Kaiser Karius, I don't think I have the will to live anymore. Tony Lee, it's a shame because he's a good fella to be around Melwood and has experience, but rather see Gomez progress instead this season. And we've got a couple more actually. We all moan at what a fucking joke. And Heel Wilder says, I'm devastated. He's a brilliant leader, a great man. He seemed to love the club, and I loved him. I'm gutted. Let us know your thoughts on Kolo Touré in the comments below. Other news this today, because I did say I wouldn't do, but I will. Emre Can discussing a new contract as well. We'll pick that up at a later date. But yeah, thoughts in the comments below. Check out the 2 fantastic subscriber shows this week. The Transfer Rumour, Liverpool Transfer Rumour Roundup Show, 45 minutes to an hour every single week throughout the summer. Look at all of Liverpool's transfer news, ins, outs, rumours, etc. And this week we've got a very special show, as I say, building the perfect Liverpool FC. Bit of fun to keep you entertained if you're not that arsed about the Euros. TheRedmenTV.com. Go and subscribe. Go and subscribe now.